That's fine. For once, I'm not the ill one after a convention. It's great. I'm not gonna lie. It usually is me.
The con crud is real, and it's
It's real.
Yeah, if it's not COVID this year, it's con crud, and I know people who have both. It just
that would be awful. Oh.
Hi, everybody. You know what time it is. It's time to Star Trek and chill. You that have con crud like most of us, or maybe a couple of you have COVID, but hey, whatever you got, you know, Vegas always sends us home with something. If it's just a cough, then I guess right. So we're going to be talking all about Star Trek Las Vegas. That's Creation Entertainment's 56-year anniversary. I've got a cough. Melissa has, I don't know. So, you got something for sure. Anne-Marie, meteorologist Katie, 3-time Emmy nominee meteorologist Katie is here temporarily. Yes. She'll be gone in a moment, though. Shar is here feeling chipper. So we're all set.
Just really tired. That's all.
Still?
It's been a very busy week ever since I got back. Just work. I had a website launch and a bunch of other things in the mix. And man, this weekend I look forward to doing a whole lot of nothing. That's not going to actually happen, but I would love to believe that. It's comforting right now. Maybe I get to sleep in. That would be nice.
There you go.
That'd be good. I want to sleep. I like sleep. Yeah.
How you feeling?
Okay.
Melissa?
Okay. All right. Oh, woo. What's everybody drinking?
Oh yeah. Right.
Speaking
what are you
of
drinking,
the cough,
Shar?
I still have the COVID cough.
You
It's Friday night and it's really hot in Southern California, like we were talking about before we went live. And a margarita sounded refreshing. So that's what I'm up to. What are you all doing?
Yum.
I have a bottle of water per usual, but I also have my Walker's shortbread from Scotland that I will be munching on.
Nice.
Walker's
shortbread.
Did somebody say Walker's?
Yum.
I think we got 3 more options, and they might all be Walkers. Are they all Walkers? One of them looks like it says Dick. No, Disco. We'll cover those in a second. What are you drinking, Melissa Longo?
I am drinking water with elderberry, Max Fizz, zinc, vitamin D, and vitamin C loaded stuff.
Healing powers.
Healing stuff.
Very good.
What about you, Anne-Marie? What are you sipping on?
Just water.
Water
Well,
good.
I got Snapple kiwi strawberry that I got on my drive back from Vegas on Monday night, because you stop by the gas station, you want to get yourself a treat. And I was like, it's like the early 90s all over again. There was like a summer of like Snapple iced tea. Remember that summer where everybody got Snapple iced tea? And then they came out with this kiwi strawberry thing, and it was all the rage for like a couple weeks. And so I felt like this had that nostalgic feel. So I'm going to treat myself to some Snapple kiwi strawberry.
Yum.
Nice.
Very nice.
It's good to know Snapple's still out there doing their thing.
Yeah. Great flavor.
Yeah. It's really good.
Tastes like childhood. Or Katie, your parents' childhood.
Yes, there we go. My taste like the time in the womb.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
That's great.
So what's everybody drinking in the live chat? Let us know what you are sipping on. Is it water? Is it Sluggo Cola? Are you just swallowing your own spit? I mean, what happens, I guess. No, one's own spit. It's okay, Melissa. We all do it. Mine's delicious.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
I know. After I said ew, I thought, well, we all do that, don't we?
What does yours taste like?
Exactly.
Right.
Do people's taste different? We don't know.
Well, right now mine tastes like a lemon honey halls.
Oh,
that's kind of pleasant in a way.
this stuff. These guys.
You taste it?
Yeah.
Got some of those guys kicking around.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Katie, since we only have you for a few, why don't you tell us the entirety of your Star Trek Las Vegas experience?
Yeah. And go.
Well, it was so much fun because I got to meet all of you, plus Muhammad. I was just like, oh, and Sirach, and it was so cool to meet you guys in person.
You hadn't met any of us in person yet, right?
No, and you're all taller than I expected.
So are you.
I didn't think, like, I guess it's the camera angles where I'm just like, oh yeah, we're all just relatively the same height. Yeah, no, I got to meet all of you guys, and it was awesome. And I got to cosplay my badass Janeway, which was really fun.
So
and
good.
It was crazy because TrekCore took pictures of me, and I was like, oh, wait a second, that's TrekCore. So I was like, people noticed, and they seemed to like it, including Kate Mulgrew, which was awesome. And her publicist or handler, whoever she was, she freaked out. She was like, oh my gosh, this and this, and it was so awesome. And I got her to sign the phaser. I'll have to grab it before I leave because I actually have it signed. And I just got to do the costume contest and was robbed. But I got to do all these other things. It was so much fun. And it was really cool. I did the Threll Empire experience, which that was good.
Remember that 90s band, My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult? That's what I think of when I think of Threll.
Man,
what's the Threll thing?
Yeah, so basically, when Creation lost the rights to Star Trek, they were like, let's make our own aliens. And so they pitched it, I think it was last year at STLV, of how, we're going to have this alien civilization who created us, come and visit. And so they had the sign up where you could join a team of 10. They somehow thought I represented the best of humanity. But they were like, yeah, here, we'll give you a jumpsuit and you'll be a part of this half-hour show. Great. And we get on stage, and spoiler alert, yeah, the aliens didn't come in peace. The book that they found was a cookbook, and they ate us. And no one understood what the crap was happening. You should have seen the comments on the Facebook group. I lost it. I was like, it's okay, guys. We were a filler and we understood. But no, it was still fun.
Interesting. I feel kind of bad. I had no idea what this whole Threll thing was until I got back from Vegas.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't even know that was a thing that was happening. I guess I wasn't paying much attention or something. I don't know, man.
Well, it was interesting because they got Max Gredenchik, I think it is how I say his name. I'm awful with last names, but he was a part of our crew. They're like, we're going to just throw him on for the last minute thing, and he'll be the only survivor. And we're all, the group of 10 of us backstage, are just like, you're just going to kill us? But we got to keep the jumpsuits and the sunglasses, so I was okay with it.
Well, cool. Happy bonus.
It's now going to be my cosplay workshop jumpsuit because it's actually it's fire resistant.
Hey,
what? Yeah, those look handy.
You never know when something like that will come in handy.
Exactly.
That's great.
No, that was awesome. I had to figure out what I'm doing with the alien because that thing, the TSA was surprisingly lax with it. I was very surprised. It was in a cardboard box with 3 used pillows. And it was shoved in the middle.
That macrovirus thing?
Yeah, it was almost like every time I pulled it out, it was like it was being born. It didn't look right. And they were surprisingly okay with that.
You know, they've probably seen worse, but at the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're doing what with that?
That's funny to think that they have seen worse, which is probably true.
I'm sure they have, but I don't know what that would be.
Page. I was like, am I going to show up on your Instagram? And they're like, oh no, this isn't breaking any rules.
So our pal Chuck A in the live chat says Katie is wonderful.
Well, it's true.
I know you guys. One Trek fan says, I'm pretty sure I heard Katie asking questions during panels. Can you confirm or deny?
Ooh.
Yeah, I asked the Voyager panel, which was Robert Beltran and Garrett Wong and Jerry Ryan and Tuvok. Tim Russ. Yes. And I asked him, because everyone was like asking these really deep, in-depth questions. And I was like, well, crap, I'm just going to go with the fun side. So I said, if it's a Saturday night, the holodeck's broken, senior staff decides to do a WWE wrestling match, who wins? And Jerry Ryan completely was like, yeah, no, 7 wins. And then Tim was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a tag team with her, and we're gonna dominate. And that was
yeah.
But you know, I
Yes, that would
asked
work.
Kate Mulgrew, I was like, if you could be an alien, like a lot of people cosplay here, if you could jump into an alien cosplay, who would you want to go as? And she said the Vidians.
Yeah.
That was a shocker. That of all things. Surprise.
What?
That's a
But
lot
yeah.
of makeup, Kate. Are you sure?
And she was like, I think it's because they have a very interesting diet. And
What episode was it that
interesting-
So
Neelix
she wants
got
to eat her
his-
crew?
When
Why
was it
does-
that Neelix got his lungs taken out of him? Like in the very first
Yeah.
few episodes, right? So they were
Yeah,
like the first
called
alien we really
phage.
see.
Phage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
that was like episode.
That was when I
3
found out
or
about
something.
transplant surgery. And that's
Nice.
Aw,
Oh.
is that when you were just learning about it?
When I was like, I don't know, it came out when I was like 11 or 12.
And you're like, I'll save you,
That's
Neelix.
awesome.
I just have to learn how real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a few years.
And by the way, everybody in the live chat, we do have a poll going. It's a very good poll. The question is, what did you get in Vegas? The options are con crud, COVID, fat, or winnings. So let's
agree
see.
with one
My
truck
option's not
fan.
listed.
Lots of loot.
What did you say, Emery?
I agree with one Trek fan, Lisa. We got lots of loot.
That's kind of like
Yeah.
winnings.
Vendor's
Oh my gosh.
room.
Yeah. Well, did any of you get autographs at the con?
Not this year.
Mm-mm.
Really? See, I saw one guy, he said he got like 97 autographs
That's
or
insane.
something.
That's not
Like,
how's that a real number?
How?
How on earth did you manage that?
Oh,
I
Okay,
stood in
one, how
line
do you
for Anson
afford
Mount
that?
for an hour and a half, and I didn't even get to get his autograph.
wait.
In
Oh,
one convention, or
Yeah.
spread out over
In one
all.
what he
convention
said.
at STLV.
Nah.
He spent
I think
his
he had to
whole
have been working with a
convention
group.
in line, right?
Yeah.
okay.
I
Can we
wonder,
just
like,
talk
does it
about,
have?
can we talk
Maybe
about
it's like
how,
the primo package. You know, where
Okay.
you've got like the gold set. You can just like skip to the front of the line and
Captain's
see
chair.
anybody you want. Yeah. You got to
Although they
pay
were
like a
doing
grand
that.
and something for that, I
This kind
think.
of just shoved us all in the same line.
Oh, really? Okay. Wow. I
don't know.
nah. I don't know.
I think
then.
the
I
guy
have
just
no
is
idea.
really good.
I think he just got a newspaper and passed it around the bar and with a pen.
Oh,
And just
he
like
didn't
let
specify
everybody
whose
Yeah.
autographs.
Did he say it was celebrity autographs or did he just say I got 90 autographs?
Good point.
Okay.
so
Okay. That
Right.
makes a lot more sense. Good thinking, Ryan.
we also have to give a shout out to Ian Spelling, who was such an amazing moderator on stage.
Yes.
And he's
Oh
in
my
the
gosh,
live
yes.
chat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that's
he is in the
awesome.
chat.
Yes.
Dude,
Hey.
if you could tell me
Fantastic. Hey,
how to
Ian
get into
Spelling.
moderating, yes.
So
No,
everybody at
'cause we
home,
A
want
local
Ian Spelling
Comic Con,
to-
I have to learn.
Okay, 'cause
Emery,
Ian
can you
Spelling's
tell
the
everybody at
moderator.
home who Ian Spelling is?
This amazing human who has been like a Star Trek journalist for decades, like the official Star Trek magazine, StarTrek.com. Now writing articles for heavy Star Trek. And it was just the questions and everything at the convention were just amazing. And like
Mhm.
such an amazing moderator.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Thank you and for joining our live chat, Ian Spelling. We have been begging him to join us on the main viewer
Yes.
every
Mhm.
single day, but he's a very busy guy. I'm sure he'll do it soon, though.
You'd
Yeah.
love that.
Right.
No,
Okay.
absolutely was amazing.
Right.
And like the people in the groups too, like the Facebook groups and everything that they have set up, they were all raving about him. So, boom.
Oh, I know.
Clean
Me
sweep,
and
everyone
Marina
loved you.
Krupchuk are like such fangirls.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Such a good moderator.
Hmm.
Right on.
Ian says, I got lucky with the moderating. Gary and Adam asked me to do it. That's really cool.
Oh,
Maybe
That's cool.
maybe
They got
Adam was
lucky.
like, I can't keep moderating everything for forever. I'm like 60 something years old. I need a break. And Ian's like, I'll do it and I'll do it well. And you did,
Yeah.
Ian, by the way.
Yes.
Now he's calling me out. He's saying, you asked me to do what? Just play.
No,
We'd love to
so
have you on the show, Ian. That's the
we
point.
would love to have you on TMV on Tuesdays, but I've been waiting for like one that's worthy of you because you're such an amazing
Well,
guest.
that'll never happen.
Yeah.
We'll never be worthy.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Well, here I do have
So-
to head in a second, so I'm gonna go grab the phaser to show you guys, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, please
All
do.
right. Yes. Do it.
Please do. And while we're waiting, Anne Marie and Melissa will sing a duet. I had the time of my life. Go ahead.
My gosh.
I had the time of my life. Way to leave me hanging, Anne Marie.
Oh yeah. There's no way I can sing.
I know, me neither, but
That you put in a
Okay.
good effort, though.
it's a
So it broke in transit again. It's
Oh,
fine.
no.
I'm going to JV. It's literally just Voyager physically. It works because it's all held together by a prayer and a lot of glue. But yes.
Oh, nice. Now, is that going up
So-
on your
Wow.
wall for all
Yeah,
posterity?
this will never go to another
Pretty
convention ever
awesome.
again.
No, it shouldn't.
This is going to go on my wall. And yeah, it might even just go on the mantle. We'll just keep it up at Christmas. Who needs an angel topper on the tree? We can just put a phaser up.
When you've got Kate Mulgrew's autograph, what more do you need?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That, and I have my Gaze in Space tribble that they gave me because they liked my cosplay so much. They just took the tribble and they were like, "You win this," and threw
That's cool.
Cute.
Right on.
Wow.
Yeah,
Flying
your cosplay
triples.
was the best. I'm sorry. I thought that the winner of the costume contest was pretty good, and I don't know how they withstood all of that
Who
layering
won
all that
this year?
fabric.
I already forgot
Yeah,
the three
Badgie.
top three.
Someone made a badgie
Badgie.
cosplay. I'll pull up. I'll send you a
Oh,
picture.
that guy.
I mean, it was cool, but
Not
like, okay, a
too
little bias
badgy.
here. I know who you are, but like seeing it in person, I was like, you
Got that.
really did it. It was so cool.
Finally.
And then
and-
somebody
yeah.
crocheted a beluga whale
Cetacean
or whatever.
ops.
Yes.
Aw.
And that was
Yeah.
cool too.
That's so cute.
And what was
Lower
the
Decks
third one?
cosplay was representing this year for sure.
Yes. Oh my
What was
gosh,
the
it was
third
so
finalist? Do you guys remember?
cool. One of them was the salt monster who used a plunger for the mask.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. I can't remember who the other. I was really surprised the crystalline entity didn't win. Everyone
That was
like,
cool.
"Oh yeah, they're gonna win. That's a
Very.
good costume." Badgie just comes in with his non-TSA passable costume, and we're all like, "You're a local. You're not getting Badgie on a plane." But no, it was cool because everyone was super chill about it. And
You're
holy cow, the
local.
celebrity guest judges. What's her? The lady who plays the new Uhura in Strange New Worlds.
Oh,
Celia
Celia
Rose
Gooding.
Celia.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. She came up to me afterwards when everyone was like getting ready for the picture, and she just kind of looks at me. She goes, "You're a very good self-advocate, and you have fantastic public speaking. If you ever look to change career, that would be an amazing option for you." I'm just like,
Aw,
Wow.
"Girl, you're Uhura."
Aw.
that's so nice.
But she's right.
No,
Aw.
You
I'm
are a
just
very
that-
eloquent speaker.
I'm just goofy and I talk for a living, so it kind of has to happen.
Yo, same here. I'm just a jackass with a microphone.
I mean,
Doesn't matter.
technically, I could blame you, Shar.
No, you
for
aren't,
Why
Shar.
I talk the
That
way
was
that
the
I
part
do
where we're
because I
supposed
picked it
to-
up from your podcast.
Yeah, right. Too late. No, we know it's all true. It's fine. Now, what did I do?
Yeah, well, no, to the journey. That was my first intro to podcasting
That's right.
and my first intro to podcast speak. So you partially made this. You have to take responsibility.
Oh my God, it's all my fault. I'm not mad. You know what? You're doing great. This is a good outcome.
It's all my fault.
We need people who aren't completely full of it on the camera.
There we go. Exactly. The only thing I'm full of is Scottish shortbread. And a desire to see
Hey.
local football, which I must scoot out to go cover. So thank you guys
All
for
right.
having me.
Go enjoy that football.
Yeah, if you're still
Enjoy.
talking when I come back,
Nothing like underage men.
yeah, sure. I am going to the
school.
college game after this. So
Oh, there you go.
College
more
is
my-
Saturday. This is Friday Night Lights is high school.
Yeah, that's high
game.
school.
does it help that I'm taking pictures of them? Because no, it doesn't.
No.
It's
I'm doing it
work.
for my station. It's okay, guys. I get
It's
paid for
work.
it.
That's okay.
I'm just digging in a hole. Okay, bye.
You gotta go.
See
Stop
ya.
incriminating
Enjoy taking
yourself.
pictures of high schoolers. All right.
Oh
yeah,
dear.
everybody at home, you guys know when the real football season starts. That's right. It is Thursday,
Oh my
September
gosh.
8th, actually Star Trek Day.
Is it
Star
oh my
Trek
God.
Day.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's only
Disney
gonna be one,
Plus Day.
it's only gonna be one game, but they have like that first Thursday night game, and then the full season, all the games are going to be on a Sunday, September the 11th, and then there'll be a Monday night game on the 12th, and that's the beginning of the season. So everybody stay tuned for that, because we'll be covering football. No, we don't do that here. Would be fun though. Would be fun. You guys could convince me.
See if the Niners actually go far this year.
I hope so. Are
Maybe
you
your
a
spin-off
49er
show.
fan? That'd be cool.
No,
Oh,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm more of players than teams.
Mm-hmm. So our poll so far, the winning answer is fat. More people got fat than got con crud or winnings or COVID.
Oh,
That's
So,
good. I'm glad not everybody got sick. And yeah, the hotel food, I mean, the options aren't terrible. They're very overly priced, but not the
Yes.
healthiest thing now.
Yeah, I remember I wanted to
Oh.
get like eggs and potatoes, and it was $24, which
Yeah.
made me sad because I didn't feel like it deserves to be priced at $24 for, undercooked scrambled eggs and good potatoes. But I still feel like,
It's a
cut
lot.
that in half.
Yeah, like 20 bucks a plate on average. And that adds up so fast. And that's not even counting drinks if you go to the bar,
right.
snacks. Like next year, I'm going to bring a lot more snacks, and I'm bringing a lot more water. Because if I could have voted in the poll, my option would have been, I got dehydration. Man, the dry air in Vegas got me good this year.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah. You should have Snapple kiwi strawberry delicious. Fresh from the
Are you trying to get
refrigerator.
a advertising gig with them? Because they should hire you.
Tastes just like kiwi strawberries. Fresh
hear that,
from
Snapple?
Oklahoma or wherever they come from. Okay, everybody. You know what time it is. It is time to decide on what
Yay!
weird British crisp snack Ryan is going to eat today. Pick the one that helps you get rid of a cough. We have Walker's cheese and onion. I feel like that's been an option every week, and it's never won.
It sounds delicious.
These are all the
too.
rejects.
No, actually, we vote for the rejects because it's funnier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Walker's Quavers cheese. And lastly, Melissa's favorite, Disco's prawn cocktail. Tastes like real prawn cocktails that have been sitting in a dumpster in the summer.
I bet you if that's going to help you cough, that's going to make you cough.
Talk about making you gag. or me, anyway. It would make me gag.
So we're going to put this poll up in a moment here.
The cheese and
while we're
onion
doing
one
that,
sounds good, though.
While we're doing that, Shar, how many Star Trek Las Vegases is this for you now?
Let's see. This was my fourth one. I did 13, 15, 16, and then this year. So it had been a good several years.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good to be back. And I tell you what, I can't wait to go do it all again next year. Like, I don't want to skip another few years and then do it again. No. Like, there's so many people that come to this convention that I want to see, all of you included. I'm so glad that happened. And just, it's like this massive family reunion, and that's why you go.
Yeah.
That's why you go. And like, Melissa, we didn't get nearly enough time to talk and
I know. I was stuck in the back of the vendor's room for the most of the time, and I didn't get to see nearly all of the people that I wanted to see. And I mean, I got to see a lot of people, but not as much as I wanted to see.
There's always somebody who like gets away that you know is there, but you don't see them. Like,
actually,
who was that
Muhammad
for all
was
of
like,
you guys?
I didn't get to meet Shar. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I was on a
We managed to
mission
get that.
to find Shar, and she was on a mission to avoid me because I was like hunting.
I was not.
I was like, where's Shar?
Oh my god,
I
with
know
like
she's
Tosk.
I was
somewhere.
not avoiding
Where the fuck is
anybody.
Shar?
Sharp
Where
as
the
Tosk.
fuck is Shar? And I was like
I'm
looking, and
elusive.
everybody was like, "Oh, you just missed her." And I'm like, "Where'd she go?" And they're like, "They told me not to say."
Oh,
That must have been my entourage.
Yeah, your defenders.
No, but I was moving around quite a bit trying to find people. So that strategy completely didn't work. Next year, I'll like park in one spot and let people come to me. How about that? That way I don't miss y'all
That worked for
until the very
Melissa.
last night when I have to go retire
Huh?
early to get up and drive.
Melissa, do you think it worked better to see more people wandering a boot nonstop or sitting in one place and letting them come to you?
actually, I do think sitting in one place and letting them come to me was probably better, because I did find a lot of people. The only people I didn't find were the people who didn't find the back of the vendor's room. So
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Because when you're wandering a boot, you're going to keep running into the same people over and over again. There are going to be some people that you just keep missing. And I swear, sometime every year, there are 2 or 3 people that I feel like there's 40 of them. You know, like where you just keep seeing the same guy over and over. And you're like, are you're like a dupler. And then there's some people that I'm like, wait, you were at the convention? I didn't see you once. This one, you were at this one? I never saw you.
Right.
But if you're in one place, you'll probably catch them all.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Pokemon. You do have to catch them all, and it's so hard. There were so many people I wanted to see that I didn't get to see. But I also arrived on Thursday, midday, had check-in troubles. So I was in line for a good hour once I got there. So that really shortened my day there. And then I had to leave Sunday because I knew I had to hit the ground running for work and mission log stuff on Monday. And then also I was held up by the construction driving home. Did you guys drive home or did you fly?
Drive.
Okay. So did you have to get to that funnel where there was closed down to one lane and you were, that was a 4.5 hour delay for me on Sunday.
Yeah. But here's the good news. The good news is when you drive past it, you see that they're not actually doing anything. They've just got cones out without any humans doing anything. There are no holes. There's no, and you drive, like we drove by it, you know, it's like Monday evening and you drive by and you're like, okay, here's the big thing. Oh, it's a nothing.
It's so fulfilling.
It's so literally fulfilling. A nothing.
All that time, all those podcasts, as you go 2 miles an hour for however many miles. Oh, it was maddening. Like that's truly a good way to drive people insane.
Can I just say that at one point in traffic, I was next to John Champion in his car. Yes. And
I told me it took 11 hours to get home.
Yeah, but I couldn't get his attention because he was on the phone talking to someone. But I was like, there he goes.
I was on the phone with him. He said, no, stay on the phone with me. I'm trying not to look at Melissa. I need don't hang up. Don't hang up. I was like, but I said what I have to say.
He was actually at Mission Logs, like their live show.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, is that okay? Gosh. That's when he was on the road.
That's
okay.
Funny.
I was thinking he was probably on the phone ranting to somebody like I was during that massive wait. Just like, help me kill the time. This sucks so much. I'm out of podcasts.
Well, you know, the worst part about that is, besides obviously wasting time in your life and wanting to die, is that when you are in traffic and then you're next to somebody you know, then it becomes that really awkward situation of, okay, now I go, and then 30 seconds later, that person pops up. Oh, hey again. Hi, yes. So good. Great.
Same people.
I'll see you. Oh, it's starting to move again. And then you go, and then a minute later, they're back. Hey. It's kind of like if you run into somebody you know at the grocery store. I hate that because then you run into them. How's it going? Oh, big hugs, you catch up. Everything's cool. All right, I'll see you later. Yeah, call me. Yeah, we'll do the thing. Yeah, okay, cool. And then you go into the other aisle, and then you go into the pickles, and there's Jimmy again. Hey, Jimmy. Yeah, pickles. Yeah, I like pickles too. Okay, and then you go to and then you're just like, dude, one of us is gonna have to take a phone break because we're just gonna keep running into each other in every single aisle. You know?
Yeah, it's probably good that he didn't see me.
See, you lucked out.
Yeah.
You lucked out. All right. So, Anne-Marie, this is it. It's my favorite question of every Star Trek convention. What was your favorite moment this year? I know. Tough question.
Hard to know. I'll tell you, like, one that's going to be very memorable is when I got to walk Walter Koenig from like a dinner restaurant to the hotel.
You were Walter's escort.
Yeah, it was just so amazing. He's so cute. So that was super special.
Nice.
That was his favorite moment too.
Yeah, probably.
That's it? No second or third?
I mean, the landing party with like Trek movie and
Wednesday
Roddenberry Network on Wednesday night was amazing. I got to see so many people and so many people I had never met before. Same with like Saturday night when I finally got to meet Shar. Super fun. And like discovering the Dole Whip drinks at the Flamingo at Greatest Gens meetup. Those things were like the best things I've ever tasted. And what else? Oh, I found some good Bewitched coasters in the vendor's room. Major Bewitched fan.
Okay. Hey, everybody in the live chat, Ian Spelling asks a great question. He says, who is the celebrity guest we most want to see? So let us know in the live chat, who is the celebrity guest you most want to see? Could be somebody you already did see this week, or it could be somebody that you didn't get to see and you'd really love to see. It could be a virtual convention or in person. Who's number one? Let's even open it up outside of Star Trek, just anybody. Do you want the soccer player Ronaldinho, the Brazilian guy? Not really, but maybe that's your answer.
My answer is for Mission Seattle, Sirach, because I felt like Mission Chicago didn't have like enough legacy, and Sirach is such a fun bridge.
Mm-hmm. Melissa, what was your favorite moment of the Star Trek convention?
I am going to say probably an obvious one would be the Seventh Rule panel on Sunday.
Oh yeah, duh.
That was my favorite moment, just because it was a great experience.
There are a lot of pictures of you smiling and laughing on that stage.
Well, it's such a great honor to share the stage with two amazing people, Ryan and Sirach. So, in supporting something that I believe in so much, because it was started by somebody I love so much. So, it's that was a magical moment for me.
I'd also add when Melissa was talking at the end of the Seventh Rule panel. It was so beautiful, and I recorded some of it, and it's up in the Seventh Rule group on Facebook. If you happen to check it out, it was so beautiful.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. Thanks.
It's true that she did love it. She mentioned that she recorded some of the panel. I was like, oh, did you get anything that's rocking? She's like, no.
You were like, can I show my mom something? I was like, it's just Melissa.
Yeah. And the live chat is a buzz. Ian Spelling Anne-Marie is asking if that's really your mom that has the reverse name of yours. And yes, it is, of course. It's
my other account.
Ian Spelling says Zoe Saldana. That's an interesting one.
That would be cool. She's never done a convention before, has she?
I feel like she did an STLV like 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, like way back. I remember seeing.
But one time I saw her on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, and the other guest was Whoopi Goldberg, and Whoopi came on, and they had just talked about Zoe Saldana and Star Trek. Then Whoopi comes on and she starts talking about Star Trek because she was like friends with Gene Roddenberry and also in Star Trek. And like Zoe was like, didn't even know she was on Star Trek. And I was like, girl, do your homework.
And then what did she say when you told her that?
Yeah.
Girl.
Apparently nothing. I was just like,
in there.
I know. I was just like, this is Star Trek royalty.
What are you doing?
She is.
Yes.
Whoopi Goldberg did a Star Trek one year, or a Star Trek convention one year. I forget if it was
50,
16.
Yeah.
15 or 16. I don't know. I was there and it was amazing.
Yeah,
So awesome.
she is
I wonder
awesome.
when Zoe was there then. Maybe I wonder if it was before that even. It was a while ago.
It might have been like the Into Darkness or even
Yeah.
prior.
Well, I know that she was there at one of mine, so it has to be from 2014 on.
Okay. We're
Okay.
narrowing it down. One Trek fan says Sirach was so sweet to me and my son at Star Trek Las Vegas. I mean, I adored him before, but now ...
Oh,
Oh my gosh. And Lisa and her son were so cute. I love that about Star Trek.
Absolutely.
I love that Star Trek lets like families. It's so engaging for families.
And May Borello says she wants to see Tim Russ to show him my Tuvok Rocks shirt. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. From the Friday night dinner. Ian was there as well. That was a fun time. Melissa and Anne Marie and I were there. Shar was too cool for us that day.
Sorry, I wasn't there.
Oh my goodness. Linda Andreich says Avery Brooks. Of course. What are we thinking?
Of course.
Oh, if only.
Although, to be honest, I wouldn't want to see Avery Brooks at a convention or anything like that because I don't think he wants to do that. I think that
that's true.
You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
My immediate answer is yes, I'd love to see that, but I'm like, well, no, he doesn't want to see it, so he wouldn't be comfortable. He wouldn't be happy. He doesn't want to be there. I mean,
you'd love to see him.
I'll just go to his house and hang out on his couch and drink his iced tea. And listen to his
you
stories.
could have like at the captain's, just let him do what he wants and then hear him talk. That'd be cool.
Whatever. I'll mow his lawn. I don't care. Whatever it takes to be in earshot of whatever he wants to say.
Right.
That'd be fine.
It would be so much fun to sit down and have dinner with Avery and just listen to his stories. And
do you think he's a great cook like Cisco is?
I have a feeling he might be.
I know, for some reason.
Yeah. Without knowing for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll ask Sirach that. Shar, what was the highlight of your Star Trek Las Vegas or highlights?
The highlight of my convention this year was seeing so many people for the first time. Like you all, there were so many people that I've gotten to do Zoom meetings with for the last 2 years that's all we have done. And that's all we have known until the convention. And that was just fan-freaking-tastic. Just seeing so many people in person, talking face-to-face. And that was the primary reason why I wanted to go, was just to see all of you. So it was great.
And can I just throw out there that your hair smelled really nice?
Thanks.
When I gave you a hug, I just smelled your hair and I was like, oh, it smells really nice.
It's good to know I didn't stink.
You didn't stink. I know, random, but
I wash my hair every day.
Chat, let us know whose hair smelled the nicest at Star Trek Las Vegas. If you didn't go to Star Trek Las Vegas, any convention you've been to, whose hair smelled the nicest? This is an important one.
Okay, and then we also have to say hi to John Orchiola back of the head.
Is he in here?
Yeah,
in the live chat?
Yes.
Hello.
I don't see him, but I believe you. What's up, John Orchiola?
And then I really
love your articles.
I really love Fox Nomad and Neil's answer, Ronald D. Moore. Like, I know we used to go to conventions a lot. But, like, I never saw him at one.
Man, I bet he gives great interviews. The
writers
he used to do that give the best interviews.
Where they would like pass out. They would do like workshops for people to learn how to write scripts for submission.
Oh, really? That's fun.
Which would have been so cool to get to go to.
The writers were in short supply this year, and I wish they would get more folks behind the scenes to come out to the conventions, because what they have to say really is cool. Like, that perspective was sorely missed this year.
So cool. And Robert Hewitt Wolf. He's so amazing.
Robert Hewitt Wolf, Ira Stephen Bear, Ronald D. Moore.
He's usually
we gotta get more writers. I mean, I know that the casual fan just wants to see Geordi and Data, and oh my God, it's
okay, yeah, but none of us are casual fans.
I know, but I'm saying like they don't realize that what they're missing, that like the writers have such great insights and stories and in-depth.
Oh gosh, yes.
They're not going to be able to tell you who farts the most in the turbo lift, like the Voyager crew tells us. You know, they're not going to be able to. Yeah,
they talk about his gaseous emissions.
They're going to give you such in-depth information on the show and the stories and the episodes and the characters. It's really cool. Am I stalling so I don't have to eat Disco's prawn cocktail? I guess so. All right, I'm giving it a shot.
Is that what won?
Yeah, that's what's winning. That's what's winning. Man. It's not over yet, Melissa. Get in there.
Get your
I already did, and it wasn't.
You did your best,
man.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough. Back of the head. Hello, that's John Orchiola hanging out. He says, "Hello, I'm lurking." It's good to see you, buddy. We'll see you soon on another main viewer. We love your articles, and we'll probably see you at Star Trek Day, I bet. And Ian Spelling, you're leaving before Star Trek Day. What a bummer. Or are you sticking around?
We're all like, what's he gonna say?
All right, here we go. Prawn cocktail time. I'll end this poll.
Oh my god.
All right, might as well get it out of the way, and then you never have to do it again.
They're leaving the best flavors.
Oh.
Smell. Melissa, what do you think?
Ewy. Smells like feet.
Oh.
Yucky.
We'll see.
Not good, y'all. Ryan, you okay?
Well, it's not light and buttery or whatever that one was before, like a couple weeks ago, that like kind of melts in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit harder, like it has the consistency of like maybe if you put 2 Pringles in your mouth at the same time, you know, like a thicker, harder Pringle. And it has the flavor of like, it almost tastes like ketchup-y.
No, nothing about that sounds pleasant. A really thick ketchup smelling chip. Why?
Yeah.
You can do better.
Yeah. Ketchup
well, now it's done. You've tried them. Thing. It's out of the way. Never again.
I'm still trying them though. I'm not very good at stopping.
Well,
they are like Pringles. You can't stop.
A good. The word went out of my head.
You're giving the old college try.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really weird. Like, I'm not sure if I like these at all in any way, but I can't stop eating them. It's really weird.
Interesting.
Oh dear. Are you going through the illusion?
Hilarious. Is somebody rubbing your feet?
Oh no. How sticky are your hands right now? He says as he rubs his hands. Well done. Well done. God.
It's using a little napkin on them. It's a little powdery, you know.
Oh dear. Well, if you're start eating dirt on camera, we know there's a real serious problem.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What?
Dirt, mashed potatoes. That's what Kes does in Illusion.
Like a joke from Illusion.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes with butter and dirt. Also Beatles.
I would. You had me at mashed potatoes, and then you had to.
And then it's all downhill. I know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you my highlights because everybody's been banging down the door, being like, "What about you, Ryan?"
What about you, Ryan? Come on, man.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, the highlight every year is really just seeing the people. That's really why we go, right? We don't. When I first started going, I was going because like, oh my God, Jonathan Frakes is going to be on a panel. Oh, look, Tuvok is going to be there. You know, like that's what initially grabbed our attention as Star Trek fans. But after a few years, you just go there to see the people, to see your friends and to reconnect and have that family reunion, like you said, without the awkwardness. And Wardogheim says it's the heroin in them. I guess he means the
yeah, sure.
the prawn cocktail. Pretty good.
Heroin or crack, it's one of the two.
Yeah. So that's always the highlight. Doing a panel for the 7th rule was really cool, really fun. That was nice. And it was nice to see such a good turnout, because you never know. You really never know. I mean, there could be 10 people there could be 100.
Especially
you have no what.
Sunday at 4:30 or 4.
Right.
Yeah,
4:30. The last half hour, the vendors room was open.
That was very.
Yeah. Is that a compliment or an insult to like you're closing out the convention?
It's
you
a
guys are
testament
doing
to
it.
how good you guys are.
It's a
you are
definite
the
compliment,
headliners.
I think.
Is it?
I think so. Because of all of the other stuff that they could have been doing at that time, they chose to spend that time with us.
I'll take any compliment that equals us not doing a panel at 9 a.m. That's.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the people who get shafted.
Yep. And it's not as good as it sounds, guys. So anyway, that was a real highlight. It was nice to see so many people supporting. And it was nice when everybody jumped in with the "Hey, Aaron." That's another thing you never know, because you could ask for audience participation, and if they're anything like me, they're gonna be like, "I'll just watch." But they didn't. They participated. Everybody was so sweet and so wonderful and so supportive, and it was really great and enjoyable from our point of view. Looking down. Oh, John Noble too. One Trek fan mentions John Noble. I missed his panel. How was that?
Yeah. Dr. Muhammad Noor's panel was amazing. Way too short though.
Really.
Oh my gosh.
He's so funny.
He's so good. He is an expert presenter.
So funny. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really engaging. He did such a good job. He could have gone on for a full hour and it would have been just strong as ever. He wouldn't have dropped down. He was great.
Oh my gosh, he was getting so many laughs. I was like, whoa, the audience is eating you up, Muhammad.
Yeah, well, he's great because he's so chipper and fun, and he makes these little jokes and these little quips, and it makes you feel smarter watching him. You're like, I understand this. This makes sense to me. I must be smart too.
Yeah. That's what I feel led to believe too. It's just like your IQ temporarily raises a few points when you're listening to him. It's great.
Let's talk about and everybody in the live chat, let us know if you saw John Noble speak. Denethor. Let us know how he was.
Yeah, huge
Denethor. Melissa's gonna find out who Denethor is soon enough because she's watching Lord of the Rings finally.
Well,
good Lord.
Yeah, no, it's so much fun. I love those movies. They're so much fun.
Watch the extended editions.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna need like 80 hours for that.
The thing that makes me sad is the extended edition of the first movie doesn't have Boromir going, "It is a gift," which is like one of my favorite lines. And if you have an extended edition, how can you have stuff taken out of the extent? So I was very sad when I watched the extended Fellowship of the Ring movie and you didn't have Boromir going, "It is a gift." So about that.
Yeah.
Please tell me that is a gift.
Very nice. Let's talk about Bally's versus.
Yes.
Oh, you mean now it's
this was a little different.
Now it's like horseshoe or something.
Oh yeah, right.
Really
Bally's doesn't
strange.
exist.
It's very strange.
Yeah, whatever the heck it is, it wasn't the Rio.
Okay, one night I walked by the sign outside and it was sparking because they were like unplugging the electricity.
Nice.
Fireworks.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah. Are you watching the new Beavis and Butthead, Melissa?
No.
Oh, come on. It's on Paramount Plus. It is so
I watched a
good.
few minutes of it and it was surprisingly funny.
Yeah.
It's really good. They're taking the stupidity to new heights in this new season. It's so well worth watching. You will laugh, even if you don't know who Beavis and Butthead are. If you've never watched it before, give it a chance.
Okay,
give it a chance.
I still feel like a rebel watching it because, like, when it came on, I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was a
Turn it
big
on, I'm like,
freaking
oh my
deal.
God. Yeah.
I was allowed to watch it, but my sister wasn't. But she would always sneak into my room and watch it with me. And I didn't ever like, what am I going to do? Turn her away? Whatever.
Oh,
Nah. We turned
Yeah.
out okay.
yeah, that was just
Not blaming Beavis and Butthead for these problems.
yeah. No, that was a callback from the 90s. You know.
Oh,
I'm
it
just
was
glad
the
not
90s.
everybody's talking like Beavis and Butthead. There was a moment
Yeah.
there where all the bros were talking like Beavis and Butthead. And it's just like, okay, we get it. You watch Beavis.
No, that
and
was
Butthead.
funny every time.
Oh,
But when you're in
so
junior
clever.
high, that's what makes you cool.
Yeah, it's true. It's all true.
Yeah.
So back of the head, that's John says, was it better for Star Trek Las Vegas on the strip than off the strip at the Rio? Ian Spelling says Bally's is a hotel, not a fancy theme hotel. So it doesn't have a ton of personality. One Trek fan says, oh boy, she gets it. She says, I really did not like having to do the elevators for the 26th floor or everyone
That was a
funneling
big
out
problem.
through 3 doors after a panel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I thought I was gonna like being at Bally's. I thought there was the two things. I thought in the pro side for Bally's was that there were going to be way more food options. You have 2 restaurants because you also are 2 hotels because you have Paris right there.
Right.
I like visiting the Paris and eating at their buffet, which was closed, or at their crepe place. So I thought, look, we're gonna have 2 or 3 times the food options. So that's a major plus. Those ended up not being much of a plus because there were still big lines and big waits, and it was expensive and not very good, which surprised me and made me sad because being a Francophile myself, I wanted the Paris to be like the shining beacon that we all go to after the convention, but it wasn't.
It
going out of
wasn't.
business 90s mall.
But then the negative for me that I assumed was that it was on the strip, and I don't want to be on the strip because I don't want a shitload of normies walking through my Star Trek convention. I just want it to be full of nerds and nerds and nerds and more nerds. I don't want to see a group of bros walking through like, where are the chicks, man? Where are the chicks? Or a bunch of drunk girls going,
or just the a-holes in the casino smoking the place up. Gross.
Just want nerds. And so I was worried about that. It wasn't too bad.
Like, so many Star Trek fans went to the strip to other places, and I only want to see them. So I was sad they're all scurrying around the strip and not just stuck at the hotel with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're like, don't go have fun, you guys. Stay here with me.
Here. Here's the thing: is if you've never been to Vegas and you want that experience, it probably is more convenience that you're right on the strip. But I don't know about how you guys feel. I am not a Vegas person. I am not into what that city is about at all. So you know what? For as much as people complain about the Rio, I think a lot of us are going to be glad to be back there next year.
Yeah. I would never go to Vegas without Star Trek.
Yeah. I like that the Rio, everything is on the same level. That elevator business was just not fun. It was
a little chaotic. It could be a long wait at times.
You would think that everything being on the same level was a given. I didn't realize that was going to be an option or something we need to discuss. When we all found out, wait. You're telling me half of the convention is on the 26th floor.
Right.
Yeah. But wait, no, what you're saying is on the 26th floor, there are 2. Right. It just didn't seem like who came up with that. No offense. We love you, Bally's. Great work.
They tried.
Very well planned.
Well, at least the elevators were right at the entrance of the other part of the convention, which kind of made it convenient to get up to the rooms and stuff. And yeah. And
it was a little weird.
One restaurant was right across from the Bellagio, and you could see the water going from while you were eating, which was a first for me. I had not seen them before go off, so
it's fun.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat asked if we all stayed at Bally's. Did we?
Oh yeah,
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I actually went to the 26th floor more than I did the main convention because my elevator for my room was in that same block. I was like, it's so much easier just to go to the 26th floor than like circle down.
I hear ya. What
I
floor
did
were you
like-
on, Anne-Marie?
Like 19. So
Okay, I was on
also, like,
22.
if I just went to 26, I didn't even have to wait for the elevator because it had to stop at my floor when I pressed up. So
Right.
I'll tell you what I did like about those levels, though, and I never really got to use it, was that each level had its own living room. Did you notice
you were
that?
so into that living
Yeah,
room
that was
thing.
I
all
just
right.
thought-
That was kind of fun.
I just
chill.
wanted to like
yeah.
have a meeting there, and I
Every-
never got around to it. I was
yeah.
like, every single level has a living room, you guys.
Yeah.
We could totally
Yeah.
just sit here and have a meeting.
Uh-huh.
And
I
everybody
did
I told
that.
that to
Just
was
sip some
like, yeah,
coffee
whatever.
with
I
some
did a few
friends. It
times.
was great.
You never knew like who would walk by. It was kind of fun.
Ooh, what a mystery. So I think we're going to put a poll that says, which
Yeah.
Star Trek Las Vegas do you prefer? Or which location for it, Rio or Bally's? I want to include the Hilton, but I know that that is such a long time ago that most people will have not been there. And when they did have it at the Hilton, I think I went the last 3 years at the Hilton. I didn't stay at the Hilton. I stayed at the Sahara across the street, which was pretty much,
Oh.
oof, that was, man, we were poor
You
back
lived
then.
to
Now
tell the story.
I cannot believe the stuff that we did because we had no money. But yeah, my friends and I would share a room at the Sahara crap hole. And then to go to the convention, we would walk across the street in 110 weather and in our uniforms.
Oh my gosh.
And it was
Oh,
filthy.
no.
And then we
Oh
would
my
get to the convention,
gosh.
play around. We would eat at Cork's Bar and do the experience, which was wonderful. Then we would go back to the Sahara, and it's like, okay, we have two options. There's the Sahara buffet, which had sand in it. Or there was like a NASCAR cafe.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
who wants to eat at the NASCAR cafe? I think it had like all you
Not
can
Trek
eat
fans.
tires or something. It was
Tires
just,
and oil.
Ew.
talk about slumming it. 5 of us
Ew.
sleeping in one Sahara room.
Oh man,
Good
that could not
gracious.
have been comfortable.
No, but
Mm.
we're like, but then it's only $20 a night, you guys. Yeah, what a deal. Anyway, I wish
Sure.
I had stayed at the Hilton. That's what I do wish. I feel like if we could have scraped together $100, I could have just stayed at the damn Hilton. Anyway, we'll put up this poll. But what do you guys think, Rio or Bally's?
Rio. Love
Rio.
Rio.
I mean, I don't really care. I'm going wherever the convention is because I just don't give a crap about Vegas, but probably the Rio. I
Also,
agree, though,
like,
the food options they're much to be desired at the Rio. I hope that in whatever their remodel they're doing, like, could they
They've already
revamp that?
opened. They already opened like a new restaurant last week. And then
Oh, okay, good.
I love that like masquerade. Basically everybody has to walk by there to get to their rooms. And
This
so you
is
end
true
up
in
like
Masquerade
seeing
Bar.
everybody,
Mhm.
which is really like why I go to Vegas. And so I felt
Masquerade
like,
has nothing on this Indigo place that was at Bally's. No.
I agree. That was the one plus I
Wait, you
thought that
liked
Bally's
Indigo?
had. Yes.
Mhm.
I think
feel
Indigo
like-
was better because it
I
was
feel
way
like-
more open. Like at the Rio, the Masquerade, if there's like half the people on the floor level and half the people a few, up on the steps, but then you have like you're like
yeah,
fenced
but like
off.
people
So then
have
you
to
have to
walk
like
by
go up through
Masquerade.
this fence and do all this stuff. And then you're stuck up there and you're like, I don't know anybody or like anybody here. Now I got to squeeze through and there's cigarette smoke everywhere and all that. Whereas at Bally's, this Indigo, it's open. You can sit on the seats if you want, or the couches. You can sit around a table. You can wander around. It was just much more open.
Yeah,
And
but
for
like
somebody
people
that's
have to
non-committal
walk
like me,
by
it's great.
Masquerade, and then I get to see everybody.
You control freak.
This way they escaped me. Yeah.
Tell them, Shar,
Tell them what?
that the Indigo was better. And why?
I can't. No, that is not what I believe. I did
Also-
not care for the Indigo.
Oh, it was awful.
Why?
And also, I bought
How
one
dare
drink
you.
from Indigo the whole time for Larry, and it was
Oh, did you?
freaking $16 for a rum and diet. And I was like, wait, what? I live a block from
Oh.
Times Square, and it is not that much. That was crazy.
Okay,
Yes.
just Diet Coke?
Rum and Diet Coke was $17.
Oh, come
Plus tip.
on. God, these
I couldn't
Vegas
even
prices
believe
are
that.
stupid.
I was like, good thing I'm like, I have a sore throat and I'm not drinking. This is crazy.
Bye, One Trek fans. See you soon. Thanks for joining in the fun. So, Shar,
Yes, sir.
why is Masquerade better than Indigo?
I actually feel like there is a little more room. Like, yeah, you have to go into the little bar area, and the seating is just as limited in both places. But there's more places to just kind of hang around nearby at the Masquerade. Whereas if you're not in the Indigo, you better go to another bar area at Bally's. That's how I felt. And that's why when I was like the last night I was there with all the mission loggers, we moved over and you guys found us all the way across the hotel because there was places to sit. That was it. And we could hear each other. So, yeah.
What do you think, Melissa? I'm not convinced.
I like that the Indigo isn't in foot traffic. Was my beef with the Masquerade is that it's in the foot traffic, and if you're not sardined in the railing, then you're getting trampled by people, walking by.
Safety first,
but I do think the Masquerade is much more open. But I don't know.
Maybe they both suck. Is that what we're saying?
Well, I was just like, if we had been at Rio and Masquerade, I would have definitely seen Ian Spelling walking by at some point. I would have caught everybody instead of like missing like random people I really wanted to see.
You know who I miss because we didn't have the Masquerade bar? I always see Nicole DeBoer there when I'm at a Vegas con. Did I see her this year? No, I did not.
She was
But
at Indigo.
She was at the Indigo.
I know she was. I know, but I did not see her there. So I rest my case.
Well,
hi, Nicole, if you're watching, I miss you.
Oh, she is. She's definitely watching. She
Of
doesn't
course
miss
she is,
one Friday night with us. So right now, the poll is very interesting. The question is, what's the better place for Star Trek Las Vegas? The two options are Rio and Bally's. Right now, Rio is 100% of the votes. And Bally's is 20. No, it's 0.
Wow. You know what? We
so-
should do that poll again as Star Trek Las Vegas 2023 approaches and see how people feel about almost a year later. Because we've got that recency bias going on now.
I just can't believe that it's like 100% say Rio is better. All right, we're going to ask the people about the bar because we are tooth and nail right now. This is getting crazy.
This is a point of contention, isn't it?
What was your least favorite thing about the convention this year, Melissa Longo?
No. Have a great.
Who was your least favorite person to see? Go ahead.
Why would I?
No. Can do the other one.
First, have a great night, Ian Spelling. Enjoy the finale of Only Murders in the Building. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my god, it's so good.
So no spoilers.
We hope to see you soon, Ian. Thanks for joining in the fun.
Least favorite part, and it's probably always the least favorite in Vegas for me, is the cigarette smoke.
Bingo.
I can't. It hurts my throat every single time. And I hate smelling like cigarette smoke.
And they were like
car
cigars
like
at Indigo Bar, and people kept buying them. And every time someone would buy a cigar, I'd be like, please don't.
It's
yucky.
So-
That's my least favorite part too. Is if there was a way we could do without the smoky casinos, I'd be so happy.
That would be amazing.
Plus,
Yeah,
cool
you guys,
people
this
who
is a
work
good.
there.
I think this is a good business plan. Vegas needs to outlaw indoor smoking.
If Ireland can do it, Vegas can do it.
If
Yeah,
New
No
York,
way. That's
if
never
New York
happening.
can do it, Vegas can do
Seriously.
it.
My big problem with cigarettes, and this is from I used to smoke myself. I didn't used to smoke myself. I used to smoke, myself. Not that flexible. But no, and I never liked secondhand smoke though. But the problem is not that there's secondhand smoke floating around, but that it seems like somebody's secondhand smoke is just going in a straight line up my nostril. Like it doesn't feel like, it feels like the inside of my nose has like a smoke magnet, and there's just like this stream that's right up in there. And I'm like, maybe if I move over here, and it's like, no, I'll still find you.
It always finds a way.
Yes.
I don't know how that happens.
Same. It doesn't matter if I shift, if I step back forward, it always finds me. And I'm just like, no.
Maybe you should hold your own cigarette, and it will like they'll like battle. They'll be like, no, you keep away from her.
Yeah.
Because their cigarettes are protective.
No. No, they're not.
Faith Howell asked, Ryan, have you seen the Rings of Power yet? No, I have not. I really want to, but I'm saving it either for when I just end up doing it, or for a watch the first podcast in which we watch the first episode of a series so that you don't have to on Falling Tower. Falling Tower is another one of the channels that I play on, and we have over 1 million subscribers. It's a really giant channel. But right now that channel, my channel, is doing Saturday morning cartoons. So, and we did Fantasy Month last May. So I'm like, do I really want to wait until May before I watch Ring of Power? No. So maybe we'll do another Fantasy Month like in November or something. That I could survive. I could wait that long. So that's the answer. No. And I haven't seen the new Game of Thrones movie. What's the Game of Thrones series called? The new one?
Rings of Power.
No, that's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I forgot.
I know they both came out almost at the same time.
House of the Dragon.
Good job. Yeah. Way to go.
Or is it House of Dragons? One or the other. I don't know.
Whatever. Targaryen stuff.
So,
okay. So this poll is a little bit closer. It says, the question is, which has the better convention bar? Is it the Indigo bar at Bally's or the Masquerade at Rio? Masquerade is winning with 73%, but I feel like that's just a nostalgia thing. I think that people like the Masquerade better because it's at the Rio, and we like the Rio better, but I'm telling you, I think Indigo was better. It was just, well, for me, it was just easy for me to float around and not feel like I either have to be downstairs or I have to be upstairs. It's like you could just kind of wander around and just kind of do whatever. But, for some people, maybe that prefer to just plant themselves in one comfortable place, maybe that's different. I don't know.
Well, I mean, but the Indigo did give you that opportunity. If you wanted to sit, you could sit and hang out and let people come to you, and then
if
let
you could get
the
a
people
chair,
who float. So I guess it's good for both of those type of people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So what was that was cigarette smoke. What about you, Anne-Marie? What was your least favorite thing of the convention? I know, toughie.
Not being at Rio. I love Rio. It's just perfect. Like, you have to see everybody there basically because you're all off this trip. And at Masquerade, people have to walk by you to get to like one of the hotel towers. So it's a shame when you don't get to see people.
Wardogheim says, I'm staying with Glenn and Fran when I go to Vegas. I'll bring my hammock.
Oh my God, they're so cute. That's like one of my favorite photo ops. The Iversons.
The Iversons on Bill's hammock.
I have a picture of Fran that I need to post with her sticker of the 7th rule.
Okay, this is how popular Fran Iverson is. I took pictures with like everybody in the chat pic that I saw. And the picture with Fran and Glenn Iverson has so many likes. It's crazy. I'm like, wow, Fran's popular.
She is popular.
So cute.
Faith Howell says, I loved everyone's pictures though. Chuck A says, Anne-Marie loves the Rio. It is a great venue.
Plus, I get to stay in Ipanema Tower, and then I listen to girl from Ipanema when I get ready.
All right, Shar, what was your least favorite thing about the convention?
The cigarette smoke. That's my least favorite part all the time.
Yeah.
And coming home smelling gross, like cigarettes and sweat, and just generally being around a bunch of people. Like I went into my car the following day after I got home and my car still smelled like smoke. It was really gross. So I cleaned it out.
Yeah, I do laundry so fast.
Yeah, me too. I did.
My lungs hate the smoke worse than it hates COVID.
Yeah,
it really
for real.
does.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Yeah. Hate it. My eyes hate it. They sting. My throat gets all dry. You just feel it inside you. Just, ew, no, thank you. Not into it.
I feel the same way. And again, I used to smoke plenty back in the day, but even then I didn't like secondhand smoke. I'm kind of, maybe I'm too snobby. I'm like, I would smoke, but I'd be like, ugh, get your secondhand smoke away.
Could you put that out?
Yuck. Gross.
So stinky.
Bill Erickson, Wardogheim says NASCAR Cafe has Dr. Pepper, hence a 5-star establishment. That was at the Sahara. It was the NASCAR Cafe, right, guys? NASCAR Cafe.
Don't know. Never been.
Didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I do hope that the Rio gets better restaurants.
That'd be nice. I mean, Smashburger wasn't bad, but we could use more.
More variety of restaurants.
I mean, I'm vegetarian, so it's always a little tougher for me. And so you can always go across the street at the Gold Coast, which has like a Subway, I guess. And
they've also got their buffet.
And it's the buffet
TGI
works
Fridays.
okay. And it's got the TGI Fridays with like 2 things I can eat.
Right.
You know, I can eat a salad or a other salad or something.
Or a veggie
like
burger. Those are the vegetarian options usually. Yeah.
Right. But, you know, the Gold Coast has a buffet. Excuse me. The Rio has 2 buffets, right? Like the seafood buffet or something like that. Hey, if it's good food, I'll do it. Anything to survive.
Well, I was surprised at how few vegetarian options the Paris actually had. I thought that they would have more variety for all types of people who are, you know, for all dietary needs, not just, you know,
carnivores. Yeah, and I wanted a freaking croque monsieur, and they didn't have like any French
Yum. I love that stuff. Everybody at home, when I was a kid, and my mom used to make croque monsieur, I used to call it crotte de monsieur. And anybody that knows French knows that's very funny.
That's
so
hilarious.
Everybody enjoy that. I used to call it crotte de monsieur. Isn't that funny, you guys? Boy,
that is funny.
Anybody that speaks French.
I'm going to start calling it that.
How funny that is. Okay, go ahead, Anne-Marie. Let's hear it.
Yeah, but you're vegetarian.
No, let's hear you calling it that.
No, that's okay.
Just say crotte.
I don't want that. I don't want that turned into a
that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Yeah, that's probably my least favorite thing about it, but that's like every year. So I'm trying to think of something else. I guess the elevator situation, like leaving karaoke.
Yeah.
And then having to wait in a really long line just to take the elevator to leave. That made me like rethink my whole life. I was just like, what? I just want to leave this karaoke thing and I have to wait in a 45-minute line just to get to an elevator. Like all of it just seems so weird.
Seemed like some safety issues in that as well. In that, you know.
Oh yeah, especially because Bally's has like a history of having like the worst fire ever in Las Vegas. If you look at their Wikipedia page. Yeah.
Wow. I felt bad for disabled folks because the whole elevator thing was 3 times as hard for them as it was for the rest of us, and it was already an inconvenience. So
and there seemed to be a lot more rascals popping up lately too. So those aren't those rascals like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Faith Howell says any single ladies need a roommate and I'll leave the kids home with their dad. Whoa, what are we talking about here? She says I've seen too many crime dramas to want to be in Las Vegas solo. And Anne Marie says totally, Faith Howell. Linda Andrigg says it's kind of nice having your own room. Chuck A says NASCAR Cafe, ate there once. So food. I don't remember if I ever ended up eating there.
Sounds like Vegas generally. It's
Yeah.
edible. It's okay. It's not fantastic.
It's edible.
Glenn Iverson says I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, so that was definitely a negative at Bally's. What are you guys saying? There was more smoke at Bally's than at Rio? How's that possible?
I
they're
think
the same
because,
thing, right?
Well, I think it's, to me, Bally's felt smaller and more enclosed, whereas Rio felt more open. And I don't know if it maybe that's in my head that the cigarette smoke felt more concentrated, but the
I think
smoke
they're
is
both
the problem. Yeah, every year, either way.
Yeah, I hate it no matter what.
Mhm.
War Dogheim says, hi, Larry, us, French, you indeed, Ryan. Those are all words. I think he's saying he got what I was saying, which would be great. Crotte in French just means like a little turd. Usually use the word crotte when you're talking about like bird poop. You know, it's like little turds. It's like a little poop or a little cat poop. Little, you know, so if you say a croque
Rabbit
monsieur,
turds.
and you know what a monsieur is, it's like a mister. But if I said a crotte de monsieur, it means like a little man's little turd. And a sample.
Poop.
Anyway, that was little kid Ryan. I would never now.
Never.
Sure, no.
Never.
All right. Well, we only have a few minutes left here. So let's talk about what we're most looking forward to next year. Anne Marie, what do you and we have to eliminate seeing everybody. And we have to eliminate going back to the Rio, because those seem like the obvious answers.
Oh.
Right? Going back to the Rio. What else? Seeing all my friends. What
Those
else?
are the two things.
I don't know.
Beyond that, the seventh rule panel.
Yes. This gal gets it. If we have one.
And the vendor's room. I love walking around the vendor's room. It's so fun.
Vendor's room is always good. I'm really hoping there will be a Voyager documentary panel next year again, but with a whole lot more to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you're right. That'll be like right
Good
around
point.
the right time
Yeah.
for that.
Not saying, just saying.
I will say that was another highlight for me. Like the Voyager documentary panel on the main stage was just amazing.
It was great.
And
Yeah,
the
that was my
preview,
first-
it got me so excited.
That was my first time on the main stage at Star Trek Las
You
Vegas.
did
That was a lot of
great.
fun. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah,
You
that
did great.
preview was a lot of fun. I do remember when I was, just a young tyke at the Rio watching that stage, and I was like, one of these days I'm going to be up on that main stage. It's going to happen. I had no idea it was going to be for a documentary about the worst series in Star Trek. Just kidding, Shar. I just want to see your face get serious. I had no idea it was going to be for a Star Trek documentary, but that's the way it works. The key is that it happened. You say something's going to happen. You don't always know how, but it does happen for you. So that was pretty cool for me as well. It's a lot of fun. So that's cool. We might have that might be a really good time of year to have one, because we'll probably just be finishing up the documentary around then, tying up loose ends. But that preview that our editor producer Joe Kornbrook put together, he always puts together such cool little trailers and previews. It really got us all excited about Genevieve.
Yes.
Amazing.
Oh
like
my
the footage you
gosh.
guys had licensed.
You cut it off
my
right at the point where I
gosh.
thought, cut
I know.
to interview with Genevieve Bujold.
Yeah.
And that is honestly, if I may confess, the one thing that I hope we see in the documentary, because everything about early Voyager, everybody has talked it to death. But the one thing I have never heard is an interview from her. What is her perspective? That's what I'd love to know.
Really good.
Mm.
And I loved seeing I can't believe you had the rights to all of that footage of stuff she was in. It was just such a cool buildup.
What are rights?
I mean, licensing or whatever. Those are amazing clips.
Amazing clips. Oh, she's very talented too.
Just wasn't meant for
Lisa.
Voyager.
What are you looking
And
forward
you know
to
what?
next
It
year?
all worked out. We got Kate Mulgrew. We win.
It worked out very well.
Yeah.
Clearly, it was the right decision. No offense to anybody, but this very clearly didn't work in the first casting, and it did work with the second casting.
Yeah. Right.
And it's fortunate it happened within just a couple of days, not a few weeks or months.
I think it was 2 weeks.
That would have sabotaged the whole show. It could have fallen apart completely.
Yeah.
I think it was 2 weeks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 2 weeks, and they had to reshoot everything from the pilot episode.
Was it 2 weeks? I thought it was just a few days, but they did have to reshoot a whole bunch of stuff.
Because of the hair.
And they had to reshoot it again because of the whole Janeway hair debacle.
Yeah, I think it was just a few days.
Because, oh my God.
It's amazing that some people from the Voyager documentary got that those call sheets with Genevieve Bujold.
Yeah, that's such a coup.
So cool.
That is.
Shout out to, guess where we got him?
Larry
Nemechek.
Of
course you did.
Dr. Trek strikes again, coming in the clutch.
My call sheets from Larry too.
Yeah, no, he's too radical. But yeah, Melissa, what are you looking forward to?
I'm going to copy Anne Marie because she gave 2 very good answers. The 7th rule panel, there's got to be another one because it was just too great this year, and this should be a thing from now on.
You got to do it again so I can go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the vendors room. It's really fun having a table in the vendors room. I enjoy seeing people, and I know we're not allowed to say seeing people, but it's
this is our workaround.
Yeah, it's the workaround. But it's great to be in the vendors room and seeing what people come up with, and seeing the cosplays walking around, and they come to you rather than again.
And my favorite is seeing everybody who was involved with Virtual TrekCon in the vendors room.
Yeah.
It's such a fun mini reunion.
Science division.
Science division.
Lambda Quadrant.
Yeah.
Walking are made by Melissa.
Mohammed Noor.
Larry Nemechek's Trekland. It's just all amazing.
And hopefully Sci-Fi Sisters will have a table next year.
Oh, and I also need to mention too, Sandra Pillar, her table was so cool. She's finally putting up out the book. She was next to Larry. She was so awesome. And she's putting out the book in hardcover where that Michael Pillar wrote about making interaction. And she was just so lovely. I stopped and chatted with her for a minute.
She is such a sweet woman.
Yeah.
What a sweet, sweet woman she is.
Totally amazing.
Melissa, you said something I didn't quite understand. You said we're not allowed to say seeing people or something like that?
Yeah, about what we're looking forward to the most is
gotcha. Okay.
Seeing people.
I thought that was a new creation rule. You're not seeing people. You're only selling stuff. No fun. Make it happen.
Greedy Ferengi.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Also, I love creation. They just throw such an amazing event that's such a highlight of the year. So
it is.
Eternally grateful to them.
They've been doing it for so long. They know how this.
Yeah, and they love Star Trek.
Right.
They get the fans. I love it.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
Adam started when he was 13. Yeah. Talk about love for the franchise. Yeah.
I know. Wow. He said his first guest was Walter Koenig back in 70s.
So
and he was a teenager.
So
pretty amazing.
That's awesome.
Pretty damn amazing.
Pretty amazing.
What about you, Shar? Are you looking forward to anything in particular next year?
Besides the Voyager documentary panel? That was my answer.
I guess so.
Yeah.
That was a good answer. Okay.
Otherwise, who knows? We got a whole year to figure it out.
Hopefully Shar on the Roddenberry Network stage.
Ooh.
Fun.
You never know. You never
That
know.
would be fun.
I'm doing
Maybe
more
a
Mission
virtual
Log Live.
TrekCon
So.
stage.
Oh my God, Shar's so good at the Mission Log
Ooh.
Live show.
Yeah.
So fun.
Oh, it's
There have
fun.
been There have been a couple murmurs about virtual TrekCon doing something at Star Trek Las Vegas, but I'm like, but then isn't that like an oxymoron though? Like, are we allowed to do
Good
anything
question.
in person? That's kind of like Amazon opening up Amazon Fresh grocery stores where you're like, well, wait, wasn't your whole thing about being
That's hilarious.
just a
That's
delivery
true. That's a really
service?
good point. I don't know,
so then-
man.
Can virtual TrekCon really do anything in person, or are we just liars at that point? Which is okay too. Lying is fun, but
is it
you know, I don't know
lying? Is it lying because were there parameters set up saying that we couldn't do stuff live?
no, I don't know.
So-
This is a pretty wacky world, and I think we're allowed to do whatever we damn well please, right?
Mhm.
By the
Well,
way,
I think you can get away with it.
And if you stream it virtually while you're live somewhere, that still works.
Well, then, yeah.
Oh.
and the poll ended with Masquerade Bar just barely edging out Indigo.
I'm shocked.
Yeah,
But it was pretty
58% to
close.
41%.
Yeah.
I felt like I saw so much less like number of different people at Indigo. That's why I like Masquerade better.
Mm.
Oh, hi, SC Nurse.
Mm.
Well, let's talk about, since we're about to leave right now, let's talk about the week in virtual things. Yesterday, the 7th Rule just released our review of Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 2, with Chancellor Martok himself, J.G. Hertzler, joining us. And he was very calm, relaxed.
It was not a
stuck to
Ferengi
the point
imitation.
the entire time. It was a lot of fun. We do love JG, so check that out on the 7th Rule channel. Because as you know, Martok was on Lower Decks, everybody, and everybody is abuzz about that. Sunday on the 7th Rule channel, we will be releasing our first segment review at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 13, Field of Fire, with Mr. Robert Hewitt-Wolf.
Woohoo!
Finally, Robert Hewitt-Wolf has returned to the 7th Rule.
Yay!
And for those of you that are into trivia, he has been a guest, or he has been on the show the 7th most out of everybody.
Wow.
He's amazing.
Myself, Sirach, Aaron, Melissa, Jared, that's top 5. Who is 6? Robert Hewitt-Wolf is 7. Who is 6?
Ira?
And let's see, on Monday, my goodness, am I losing my voice? On
Armin?
Monday, we've got deep on the 7th Rule channel, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. We will be premiering Deep Space Nine, Season 7, Episode 9 review. The episode is called Covenant, so check that out. That's 6 p.m. Pacific on Monday. Then Tuesday, we will have our main viewer on this channel, which is all the news in Star Trek for the week. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Then Thursday, I'm going through the whole week. Thursday, we will release our review on the 7th Rule channel of Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 3. Why am I going all the way up to next Friday? Because Thursday will be Star Trek Day. And on Friday, we will be talking about all the news of Star Trek Day, because you know they're going to be dropping some bombs on us. Those of us that are there
one
in
just
person.
came out.
Something
Patrick
came
Stewart's
out,
going to be there.
right?
Yes, he is.
Now
That
I
was
wanna
announced
go.
today.
No way. Wow.
So everybody bring your hard candy.
Okay.
Your Werther's original.
Get your voices ready.
Yes.
Get that
All right,
Hall's
that's
honey
it.
and lemon.
Shar, where can everybody find you online should you choose to be found?
Oh, you can find me. Best places on Twitter, though, if you want to chat with me. And my handle is the profanity.
Love it.
What about you,
Oh,
Melissa?
wait, Shar.
Uh-oh.
You also have a new audiobook, right?
Oh, the
yes.
audio drama. Yes, that's true. The very last
Sorry, audio
episode
drama.
is premiering on Monday. It's a 5-episode series, this weird little universe I created. It's kind of a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of stupidity, my 2 favorite things all in one, and you get this show. So check that out.
Lots of familiar voice actors. Very
Yes,
fun.
many familiar voices that you may recognize. Zib's Misadventures in Space.
That's awesome. Check that out, everybody. What about you, Melissa Longo?
You can find me at Melissa Longo on the social medias, and you can find walking art made by Melissa at a new home. The website is theintrovertedrepublic.com, and you will find new stuff being uploaded all the time. So,
And I think they have a newsletter you can sign up for.
yes, which Anne Marie has already signed up for because she's
I'm
amazing.
a sucker for a newsletter.
She's amazing. And Muhammad, so
Nice.
I'll
sign up too.
Yay!
I love newsletters.
Yeah, it's a cool website too. It looks so nice.
It's really exciting. It's a new partnership that's very exciting too. So, yay!
In the live chat, Anne Marie says it's with a question mark.
Oh, I meant Ira because he and Robert Hewitt Wolf have been on some episodes together.
Right.
Yes, the answer is the number 6 is Ira with 7 appearances, and Robert Hewitt Wolf is number 7 with 6 appearances.
Cool.
Good knowledge, everybody. Anne Marie, where can they find you online?
Twitter at Anne Marie Siegel 1.
All right. And everybody, you can find me right here on Virtual TrekCon or Falling Tower or the 7th Rule on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Man, Melissa and Anne Marie and I keep muting ourselves to cough through this whole thing. A couple times I missed the mute button, but we've been pretty good on our timing so far. And Char's just been juggling us very nicely. Thank you, Char.
I've coughed a couple of times myself. We're all good. We'll be even better next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Great shape next week. I'm putting it out there into the universe.
Make it happen.
It's Stephen Bear. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Chuck A, SC Nurse, Linda. Oh, what's up, Yaz? So good, or Yesenia. So good to see you. We'll see you on Thursday. Probably. Thank you to Fran Iverson, Donnie. Thank you, Glenn. Who else is in our live chat? War Dog Heim, of course, Galenda. Thank you all for playing with us. It's been a fun time. The Bahana. That's a weird one. Because I want to say Bahama or banana.
I know, it does sound
I like it.
Let's go to Hawaii.
My friend Stan texted me from Hawaii. He's mocking me because we've got 10 days in a row of 100 plus degree weather here in LA. And he's like, oh, it's 81 here. It's tough. Anyway.
Oh, it's like 64 because New York's like
we should go to Hawaii for a convention, Star Trek convention.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, they have one.
They do.
Anyway.
Do they?
Yeah, sad.
We ought to go.
All right. We will see you all very soon. Thank you so much for chilling with us and Star Trekking with us. Please feel free to refresh this video and leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell us your favorite thing about this convention or about conventions in general. Tell us your least favorite thing. And then give us like a wild card, like just say some weird random thing like, I like to cosplay, or there's this guy that spit on me because he was drunk and didn't know it. That happens way too much, by the way, you guys. We got a pandemic and my face is in constant jeopardy of spittle. So during conversations, it's just getting hammered from every
The
direction.
wild
I'm like,
things happen in Vegas. They really do.
Yeah, I had somebody talking to me and their spittle landed in my eyeball.
I got
That's probably how you got sick.
There you go.
Ew.
You got infected in 4 seconds that way. I got one on my lip. It was like right.
No.
That's almost just as bad.
I will say before we go, one time when I was working in restaurants and like, you got to bring the dishes back to the dish room. And I went around the corner and I threw like the fork and the splashy thing, and the splash flew into my open mouth and landed on my tongue. And it was like dirty silverware water from multiple people that flew into my mouth and landed on the middle of my tongue.
Oh my
I was very sad. I was like, I gotta go home forever.
You're done.
That's it. I'm clocking out.
Forever.
I don't even have to clock out. Bye.
Oh man,
Anyway.
that's tough. That's tough.
I can't work under these conditions.
No,
I'm
that's
done.
not a real life thing. Anyway, we'll see you all very soon. Thank you very much for Star Trek and chilling with us. Bye. Bye.